Hello YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. This is Nominal Investor or Nominal the Great on Twitter. Check me out on Twitter, follow me for sure. Now I want to update you guys with these bullish news about Xpeng and their deliveries for November. So they actually delivered 4,224 vehicles. The website right here is CN Tech Post. I'm going to leave it in the description, also in the comments. I'm just going to pin it as well so you guys can go and read it. But in November, Xpeng is up 342% year over year in their deliveries, so that's great. And now from January to November 2020, a total of 21,341 units were delivered, which means that Xpeng is up 87% year over year in total deliveries per year. So the Xpeng P7, which is their sedan, actually delivered 2,732 units in a single month, so they're up 30% year over year, which is an improvement so far, which is good. 11,371 units have been delivered since the start of the large-scale deliveries at the end of June this year. So they've been ramping up production. And Xpeng G3, which is their SUV car, it's a lot, it's a nice car, but I prefer the P7. The P7 is what gives Xpeng that signature look, and that actually I think allows them to compete with Tesla in terms of just appearance and the way design and you know how nice the car looks. It just looks beautiful, man. I would say the P7 and the EE7 from Neo, those two cars are, and also the Model 3 from Tesla, three cars are going to be dominating in the EV sedan space. So they're going to be selling the most cars when targeting people out who just want to purchase sedans. They don't care about SUVs. Those three cars are going to dominate, I guarantee you that. And that's just because these brands, they're really focusing their attention to detail and making these cars look good, not just like any regular EV car. They want to make sure it doesn't look like a Prius, that it actually looks like a sporty luxurious vehicle. And Xpeng, so that car delivered 1,492 units in a single month, so they've actually increased a lot more with their G3 deliveries from the previous month. So now this is their new high in 2020 for deliveries for both cars. And as you can see, this is the graph that shows how much they've been improving in the deliveries department. So Xpeng was actually delivering about 3,000 cars. So last month they delivered 3,040, which is a little less than September, but it's still a good amount compared to the same period a year ago. But this month, November, guys, and I could guarantee you that this month, December, it's going to be either the same or better than November. And November is in deliveries per month, this is their all-time high. We hit that all-time high, 4,200. It's amazing. Like I said, I expect them to get anywhere close to 4,500 at the very least for December of this year, but we won't know that until January of 2021. That's when they'll put out information about that. But anyway, if you're new to investing for whatever reason, if you haven't started investing, I would recommend you use this website right here called Webull. It's a trading platform actually that you can set up to trade on your phone or computer, and it's a limited time offer where you get 4 free stocks for signing up and depositing $100 within 100 days of setting up your account. It's pretty easy, it takes less than 10 minutes to get your account set up and running. Another thing I want to talk about is XBEV's recent price action. Now, this is what the community is saying, so I don't just share my opinions. I like to share the opinions of other people, other investors, or retail investors. These are individuals. They're not analysts. I'm not an analyst, so this is not financial advice. So don't take this as financial advice. The disclaimer is in the description of all my videos and in the about page of my YouTube channel. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. But this guy is longing Xpeng towards $85, so this is very bullish. As you can see, he set up the Fibonacci retracement level right here, and right now he said that his price target is $85, and he's saying that there's potential support around $56. So we are at I don't know why it's showing the Neo. Let me search XPEV. Sometimes when you have more than one company that you're looking at on TradingView, it likes to mix up the ticker symbols and stuff when you're on the graph. But here, let me go back to that post. Hold up, let me find it. I think it's this one. Yep, it's right here. So anyway, sorry about that. Basically, what he's saying is that the price has touched the support of $56, so even dipping just under towards 55 before rebounding. So there's he's saying there's a possible double bottom before Xpeng takes off towards $85. Keep in mind, the last time someone predicted Xpeng going above $70, it happened, and Xpeng actually reached $72 in a little more than that. But very possible and likely price for Xpeng in the near future. So I am liking the decrement of gap between Xpeng and NIO. So this narrow gap of competition would push these Chinese EVs higher. I have not been analyzing Li because I prefer Xpeng and NIO. Li does have less deliveries in both of these vehicle makers. So either way is good entry for Xpeng now with potential gain of $20 per share. Yeah, if you buy right now, you buy the dip, guys. If you're purchasing XPEV at $58, this is a great entry. Like I was saying in my NIO video earlier today, if you buy at $50 or $49, even if you're able to cop up some shares at those prices, you're getting in pretty early. Like, because once the stock reaches 150, either way for Xpeng or NIO, because they're gonna reach that price level around the same time, because the way that they're the way that they are in price difference, like they're basically, it's only like a $10 gap between them. I think both companies will reach 100 and maybe after that, I don't know, 150 right around the same time. I don't know which one's going to be first. It could be that Xpeng reaches $100 first or 150 first before NIO, or it could be the other way around. But still, I do believe that if you're buying these stocks right now at these prices during the red days, when we do get to that price, you know, when it's 150, you're going to look back at these days when it was under 60 or 50, you know, for NIO and Xpeng, and you're going to be like, wow, I should have bought more. And this is what happens when you're investing for the long term. You just want to lower your cost average every single time you get the opportunity to do so. Take it, guys. Xpeng will continue to deliver for shareholders in 2021. Although XPEV stock could see $100 in 2021, you might get a discount at $50. So XPEV, these guys are saying that the stock could go down to as low as 50. So since they see that the stock can get up to 100 by 2021, you are gonna be well off if you buy into it at $50. So, you know, another article, it's more on the bearish side though, because it's saying that the XPEV is sort of expensive when compared to Tesla and NIO based on their price to sales ratio, and yeah, it looks pretty expensive, but I do think that they do have less outstanding shares than NIO, so it does make sense why Xpeng is trading a little higher than NIO, and it's because there's less shares. There's like half of the shares out there for Xpeng than there is for NIO, so that there's no question about that. I just think that they still need to increase their deliveries to get close to NIO, because they're not even touching NIO. But once they end up reaching NIO's level in monthly deliveries, like 5,000 plus, I think that Xpeng is going to be a strong competitor with NIO in that sense, as both are from the same country and they're competing for favor, you know, among the governments and banks over there, who are also you know, allowing them to basically finance their infrastructure and expansion throughout the country. And that's going to be something to look out for, is when these companies start getting more and more sales, they're going to look to actually build their own facilities and hopefully you know, take it from there, become more profitable just by doing that. And if they're able to secure that funding from the government or even from banks in general, that will help them in the long term. So institutional ownership is increasing ridiculously fast for these two companies, Xpeng and NIO. I haven't heard much about Li Auto as it relates to institutional ownership, but I do see that a lot of institutions are looking to buy Xpeng because they see how it's undervalued. You know, there's not that many shares outstanding. Look at this, Capital Research and Management only own 8 million shares. The largest owner of NIO owns around 100 million shares. So this is a far cry. This is nothing close to that amount. And Alibaba Group Holdings has a 1.60% stake in Xpeng, which is 6 million shares. They did add 6 million shares recently, so it looks like they haven't changed, you know, they haven't added or sold any. So a lot of these institutions haven't sold or anything recently. So this is pretty bullish. I mean, I don't know how far back the data is. I think we're going back until September 30th. I think this is what it says right here. But these are the top 3 purchases right here, or latest institutional activity. As you can see, buying millions of shares. Fidelity Management and Research bought 5 million shares, and same, I already mentioned Alibaba and Capital Research and Management. So, you know, millions of shares, but it's nothing compared to NIO. NIO has the top 3 owners own over 20 million shares at least, somewhere around there. But that's because NIO has also been, you know, has been selling more cars, been delivering more. I still think that Xpeng has the potential to reach Neo and Deliveries, and that's if they double down and keep expanding and promoting their P7 sedan, which is an amazing car. I think it looks cool. They need to hash out their issues that they're having with it, and once they get ready and everything is perfect for them, once they do develop their own autonomous software and so on and so forth, I think Xpeng is going to perform well in the long term. I'm seeing this stock as a long-term winner, but I'm seeing it 5 to 10 years from now. So you have to be patient. If you want those 5x 10x returns with this company, like you saw with Neo this year, you gotta have patience. You gotta have strong hands and not sell because of the market dipped 5% or whatever. This is an opportunity where people who see the potential that these companies have in the long term they're gonna use this opportunity to buy the dip and double down on their investments and buy more shares. Like institutions, there's institutions that have millions of shares for Xpeng, like I mentioned recently, but I'm pretty sure they want to add more or double their positions on it, because 8 million shares is nothing compared to 100 million shares, which is the number one owner for Neo. It's like 100 million shares or something like that, something crazy like that. I'll have to check up on that, make sure I'm correct and accurate. But this is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, definitely leave a like and comment. If you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know as well. When you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you guys don't miss out on future videos. I'll see you all later. Peace out.